Even a broken clock or a stop clock is right twice a day. This is our little Christmas clock. It's actually battery operated and the batteries are out because it's not Christmas time, but it's also kind of annoying. It goes off every hour on the hour and it sings a different Christmas song, which is sort of fun, except it does it 24 hours a day. So, and it's a little bit loud and there's no turning it down, but my granddaughter loves it. So we keep it, but when it isn't Christmas time and when she's not around, I take out the battery so I don't have to listen to it every hour. But the point is, a clock, whether it has hands or digital, some digital clocks, when they lose electricity, they wipe out, and so it's not true of them. But a lot of digital clocks just will stop or break, and they'll still display the time. So guess what? That means that even a stopped or watched clock is right twice a day. This clock is right twice a day at 7:30, right? 7:30 in the morning, 7:30 at night. Well, what does this idiom, this expression, this saying have to do with running our businesses? This is an expression that is attributed to Marie von, what was her name? Ebner Eschenbach. I think she's probably German. I have no idea who she is, but she is the one that's attributed with first actually saying this. Not sure if she's actually the first one that ever said it or observed it. Chances are not, because by the time an expression appears in writing or is said or used in a literary work or a play or something, it's probably been around for a long, long time. How many things do you or I personally say that we're the first person on the planet to ever have said it? Very few, right? Very few and very rarely. Well, what does it mean? So I'm not sure exactly when it's from. I think it can be attributed and connected back to other expressions from the 1500s. It is often said a stopped clock, or not just a broken clock, but a stopped clock is at least right twice a day, or even a stopped clock. There's variations to the idiom, but it all means the same thing. No matter what, a person, no matter how unreliable or unethical these days, or dishonest, or not super intelligent, however weird or strange they might be, they can sometimes still be right? And chances are none of us are all of one thing or all of another, right? Sometimes we're super duper smart, but all of us say stupid things or do stupid things sometimes. It's part of being human. It's part of the learning process. But as silly or ridiculous as somebody might seem, they are capable of being right or being wise or sharing information that's actually factual, right? Even the media these days might be right, at least about part of what they're saying. They might not be sharing the whole truth, but some things they're right about. Some things are true, and they just take that kernel of truth and they embellish it and twist it and present it the way they want. Kind of like most people do, right? Don't most of us, because we all see things from a different perspective, present things the way we see them. And that may or may not be true. There's always a modicum of truth to it, but it's our version of the truth. And I could get in an argument, and I do all the time with people, about reality. And I remember when I realized that reality is slightly different for each and every one of us. So when someone tells you to face reality, what they're really saying is, you need to see things the way I do. You need to agree with me. You need to have my opinion and my version of reality. Not very realistic, is it? Since we all filter our life through our experiences. We all see reality. What we even see is filtered through our life experiences. So I actually really like this idiom because it reminds me of that everybody sees things slightly differently. We're all different. We all have a slightly different point of view and perspective, and we need to keep that in mind, especially in our businesses, when we're dealing with our partners, when we're dealing with any other human beings, right? Our partners, our vendors, our suppliers, our customers for sure, the people that we work with, our team members, whether you call them employees or whether they're co-workers or team members, all other human beings, we have to keep in mind that we all have this tendency to do this. But guess what? It doesn't mean that we're always right and they're wrong. Chances are anybody and everyone you've ever met is right about some things. Just because we don't agree with them doesn't mean it isn't right for them. Now, there's also a difference between right and something being right for me and right for you and right for my customers. And that's our job, is to determine what we're going to provide in products and services and processes and procedures that are right for our business, right for your business, right for your organization and what it is that you're trying to create. It's never going to be right for everybody. I don't know about you, but I gave up a long time ago thinking that everybody was going to like me, that my products and services were for everybody. They're absolutely positively not, and they never will be. And guess what? That's awesome, because that means there's room for everyone on the planet. That means there's room for all of us to create the businesses that we love, that we want to create, and there's plenty of customers for each and every one of us. This whole belief that competition is so fierce in every area and that we have to do everything to beat the competition and to be the best. Yep, we can do that. We can live with that philosophy, but there's also a way of building our businesses and growing our businesses that is built on a much stronger foundation, a foundation of integrity and honesty and what we're really here to do in the world, what we're here to create, and how we want to add value to all the people's lives that we interact with. So I really like this as a reminder that, guess what, even the person that you think is off the wall, the craziest, is right about some things and can be right about some things. Maybe they've got that crazy perspective that needs to be seen to clear through all of the clutter, all the noise, and all the competition that's going on. So, you know, success can be obtained by dumb luck once in a while. It's rare, but it can be. It's much more fun when it's a consistent thing for us. You know, achievement, anybody, anywhere can achieve something great, you know, out of the blue or by accident, or have high achieving thoughts. Boy, that was hard to get out. Or high achieving performance or ideas. You know, the person that you meet that you never would have imagined, but they're a multi-millionaire because they had one amazing idea. And you look at them and their life and you're like, how did this happen? But they had this moment of genius and they followed up on it and they created something that positively impacted the world. I'd love to know your thoughts about this particular idiom or expression. Even a clock is right twice a day. I mean, there are people, even ourselves sometimes, where we shake our head and we're like, I can't believe I actually just did that. And it'll be either a really positive thing or a really negative thing that we pulled off. And so always find something that you have in common with other people, because no matter how different people seem, there is always a seed or a kernel of similarity. And that's the foundation we build on. And that's what helps us to get along with anyone on the planet. You can get along with anyone on the planet if you look for the things you have in common. So focus on your commonalities, not on your differences. All right, that's it. Have an amazing day. I'll be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it in your life and your business right now? Take care.